live, and we're doing another episode of Smoking the Truth podcast with your host, K-Nas, and
Woo! And Orlando Flow, guys. What is up? How are you guys doing?
how you
Sorry for that
doing?
dry little start there, but we are back.
We're
We are at
back.
it.
We're
Got you
back. We're
guys some
back. We're
great
back for
topics.
more. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are blessed and doing amazing, Steven. How's your week going, my brother?
It's been doing good. You know, had a few things happen during the week. Don't really want to get into it, but other than that, I'm Gucci. Everything's amazing.
Everything floating. I hear you, brother. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
How
Life
about
is good.
yourself?
Life is good. Living up life, enjoying the little things of life. That's what I call it. Enjoying the little things. That's all that matters. The little things of life. Going
Man,
for walks.
you excited for this weekend?
Oh yeah, we're about to take off.
Yeah, flight to California.
We're taking our flight to Cali for a little vacation, mini getaway.
Yeah.
From the late routine for the routines that we always out.
Gotta step away and
Oh
rejuvenate
man,
a little
it's a
bit, have a little fun.
must need it.
So
Must.
today we got like 4 or 5 different topics, maybe 6, depending on how long we decide to do this.
Yeah, let's get right into it, man. Let's start the show, man. Let's first. This is how we do it. We first throw you the facts of what's going on, and then we end up the show uplifting you, with the good energy. So, you know, in most states, the mask mandate has been uplifted.
Yeah. Well, CDC has lifted most of them.
CDC has saying, if you took your
States have followed and everything, even in our own state.
Yep, indeed. The CDC pretty much said if you took your vaccine and go ahead, take off your
Have
mask,
fun.
have fun.
Just take it off.
Let's bring life back to normal. That's pretty much what they're telling us. Go back to your normal life. However, if you didn't vaccinate it, keep your mask on.
You can still get COVID. You can still get people, contracted. You don't want that.
I don't know. It's like a weird feeling. I feel like, in my opinion,
It's premature still.
it's like I don't know. I'm gonna keep my mask no matter what.
Yeah, at least probably for another 6 months. or
Six
so.
months to a year, because I just can't trust people already. Not being sick. You know.
Yeah, you can't trust people that say, hey, I got the vaccine.
No.
Or they say that they
No, no.
nobody's gonna say, hey, I have COVID.
No, not at all. Nobody's gonna express they have COVID. So it's
No.
like they already messed up with with our minds psychologically. Like that's the first thing they did. Everybody get in the house. Don't leave the house unless you must go out.
Yeah.
Number
Unless
two,
you have to.
make us wear a mask everywhere we go. And 3, took our jobs, took our freedom to be out.
So certain companies, like Home Depot, Lowe's, Best Buy, Walgreens, and Costco, they no longer require masks for people who have been vaccinated. So, some of these, even though states are following up with CDC guidelines and opening up, the counties within them as well have, the decision to be like, I'm sorry, it's a little too hot around here. Gotta keep our masks on. Still always make sure that wherever town you go to or city or state, make sure that they still are going by what CDC says. They might
Right.
still require your masks.
Yes, indeed. It's funny. Like yesterday I went to the gym, and I see like 90% of the people did not have a mask on, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm like, what in the world is going on, brother? Like what is going on with these people, man? Like
That's a lot.
I don't feel that comfortable just being
Not
around
yet.
you. Not yet. Like I feel
Not yet.
weird. You know?
Like I said, I think it was a little bit too premature.
They're way too comfortable. I feel like it's too early, man. That's the problem. Like it's too early. I know that America wants to make money. We run on money. America runs on money. I understand, but like, damn, like, give us a second to like regroup and like organize our feelings. Our everything. Like let us, heal. Let us heal. Let us heal. Like that's the thing. Like it's a process. You can't just be like, let's open back up. Like I feel like that's a
Yeah,
little immature for the government to do, but that's just me. I understand we got to make money though. We got to
yeah,
make the money.
man. I mean, it's just all about trying to get people. They're spending all
Get the
this
money.
money. They're spending all this money on, making sure people are good with stimuluses and businesses are good and stuff like that. They gotta try and do something to keep that
We
influx of cash
must
coming in.
keep the cash coming in. We can't run money on air.
Mm-mm.
And moving to better things, man. Moving to better things, Steven. The airlines could start waiting passengers before boarding.
Weighing, yep.
Wait, what do you think about that, my brother? What do you think about that? Like, is this a new trick to charge people more money?
Maybe,
Come on now.
but I
Come
mean,
on now.
it's a possibility, but at the same time, they don't want to overload the smaller planes.
Like, to go a little more deep in this topic, we just came out of a pandemic. Everybody was in the house.
We're still
Nobody
in
was.
one.
We're still kind of in a pandemic, right? And everybody was in the house for like a long time. No working out, no gym, eating whatever you want. The
Haircuts
alcohol
getting
business
crazy.
went up to the sky.
Mhm.
Everybody getting drunk. So, what do you think? People are getting fat. People are fat out of the pandemic. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, people are becoming more big boned, yes, because they have been doing it.
Of course.
But at the same time, it's something that's going to make people more self-conscious about themselves. Whether you're way too skinny or feel way too skinny or you feel way too big or whatnot. It's it's a good thing and a
Definitely.
bad thing at the same time.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's a time to,
You know,
regroup. Americans are regrouping. Americans, are thinking about, you know, working out, getting back in shape, getting back in their daily routines, that they took it
yeah,
away from us pretty much.
yeah. The daily routines that will kept us together, but also I do say at the same time, even at the fact a lot of people didn't work out until the pandemic as well.
That's true. That's true.
People had to find their way into like something better because it's like, what am I about to do with my time? I can't go to work. I can't really go out much. You know,
Yeah.
it's not making no sense.
No. You're speaking facts. So look, I have this article open right here. It came from the World Health Organization, and it's saying that worldwide obesity has nearly tripled since 1975.
1970. Well, so it says double to triple.
It nearly tripled.
Hmm.
So
I believe it.
it definitely has an increase. McDonald's, they're everywhere. In every corner store you find McDonald's.
McDonald's, Burger
Burger
King,
King.
not Wendy's as much, but I'm just saying like they're out there. There's a lot of places that are just gonna. Hey,
and and we gotta realize, like this is something that can impact people's health. Like this is something that we gotta keep in mind. Like keeping the kids and the humanity. Like what they did to us, it was very crazy. I know we have to do it because we were in a crisis
yeah.
to handle a virus, but now it's like, what do we do, right? Like, do we just go back to normal right away like this? Forget about that we had a COVID, people die. People die of this, Steven. A
Yeah.
lot of people that had dreams and to do big things in life, they were dead. They were gone.
Most definitely.
Let's be real, man. Let's be honest. Like, they're gone.
So, any of y'all watching right now, though, on a realist, what do you guys think about the airlines weighing out passengers? Like, what do you guys preferably like? What do you want? Because me personally, I don't care whether you're big or small. You know, everybody's got to show love for everybody at some point.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, but what is your guys' opinion? It's
Absolutely, man. Shout out to the people in the comments, man. I'm reading right now the comments. It's getting more and more crazy. And
mm-hmm,
that's true. That's true. Black people don't know what really is going on. It's bigger than the virus. Yeah, it is bigger than the virus.
mm-hmm.
It's way bigger than the virus. Shout out to KP Rock. Like it's something that is bigger than us. It's something that we need to educate ourselves. Like Okay, am I taking the vaccine or am I not taking the vaccine? We need to actually, read the science and back it up,
Yeah.
with what we got. We can
Just
just
I would say use your best judgment. Not everything is together as much as what it seems. And like I said, I still feel like masks should be at least requirement for 6 more months.
yeah,
And
yeah, absolutely. And when it comes to vaccination, I was reading this online. Like most white people are getting vaccinated than black people. Then I'm thinking like, what are we doing, right? Like, you see what's going on? Like there's some type of division when it comes to getting vaccinated and go actually trust the process.
yeah, yeah,
Because we have to go through this. It's like we can just skip it. Like, okay, we're not getting vaccinated. I'm not saying that you have to, but if your body is well put together and you feel like you're healthy and you drink your vitamins and you're taking care of yourself and you drink your juice and then you're cool. You
yeah,
don't have to get vaccinated. You do what you believe, right? But also educate yourself. Like, look up
yeah.
what's in the vaccination, who is taking it, who's not
Do you
taking
feel
it.
if you feel like you have any allergies, make sure you're getting the right one so you don't have an allergic reaction to it.
Exactly. And I don't like people just going by what people are saying. Read what's going on out there. Find information. It's like plenty
It's
of.
everywhere.
It's everywhere, bro. It's everywhere. And I'm not saying not to vaccinate yourself. Just read, educate yourself, and if you feel like you need it, go ahead, do it. If you feel like you're good and you're strong and you
Healthy,
are
you got a good immune
healthy,
system.
you gotta exactly just you're fine. Then do what you best believe. Do what you best believe, and we gotta keep our mind open. Because it's something bigger than this. Don't think for a second that America is not opening for money. They are opening for money. They need money.
Yeah,
We need
yeah.
to. The businesses are dying, bro. Businesses I drive around, they're
Good thing
closed
is,
down.
good thing is, online markets they're on a rise.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. They've been coming up.
Yeah,
Amazon, the big, all these online stores, they've been on the hunt, for a long
yeah.
time. And the price is paying now, 2021. And the people that have this old mentality that online this, online that, if you're not jumping on the train wagon, you're gonna fall behind. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oops, there was a store in the corner, now it's closed. Oops, there's another store closing down. 50%
Yeah.
everything off. Everything gotta go. Everything gotta go, guys.
Round it up. Round it up.
Round it up, and then you'd be like, I told you, man. I told you. I told you. I told you. Like, how hard it is just to adjust to what's coming. Just to what's
There's
coming.
a lot of things coming.
Like, I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking, bro? Not to go off on a tangent. The thing that we're using today that we rely on the most is gonna be old. YouTube, everything like we rely to get information is gonna be old.
There's gonna be new ways of
It's gonna be a
sourcing.
new system in place, quicker, better, more
More efficient.
reliable, more efficient, especially, and more
But
quicker. We don't have to
it,
like
it
pick
may
up the
not be there
phone.
tomorrow either. But it's coming. Something will be the next YouTube
You
one day.
know,
But then again, YouTube could take off again.
absolutely. No, they can't evolve. But I feel like the timing. And this is going to a different topic now. We're leaving the COVID-19 away. Moving on to things. Look, the time that we take to picking up a phone, unlock it, open the YouTube app, and look for something. There's a lot of time that goes between all that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of seconds goes on lost. We lose all that time. So I feel like the new invention is gonna make it instant.
Rock. I see you in the comments there, man. Uh, yeah. Not everything is gonna be run by AI. It's still gonna be a balance in between. Needing the human assistance and things like that. There's nothing that's better than human on human conversations. Not everybody's gonna be real comfortable with that part yet. It's
But
gonna take some time.
if the AI can do a better job and have less mistakes,
Yeah.
then
And
AI is gonna be more
it's not
reliable.
gonna it's not gonna be tomorrow that this is gonna happen. but there's still going to be jobs for humans.
No, no, no,
Not
no, absolutely
not all
not.
humans are going to be obsolete. You know, and even with the things of people being able to uh, put a computer chip in your brain.
Of course
You
not.
know,
Look
things
at
are like a lot of things are coming. Believe it
look
or
at
not.
Walmart, bro. For example, like there's no more cashiers when I go the Walmart I go to. It's like six computers. You go scan your item, you pay with card or debit,
Yeah.
and there's only one person just look checking it over the computers. That's
You
it.
you know about the Amazon stores?
Yeah, yeah.
Amazon
You just
grocery
go
stores.
in.
It knows what everything that you pick up,
Mm-hmm.
and you put it in a cart. It automatically
I
charges.
haven't seen them in Baltimore yet, but I know there's like somewhere in the West Coast. Like you just go into the Amazon stores, and they already know. They already have your card information. They already have everything. You just grab the
It's
package.
attached to your Amazon account.
You just grab the package. And you already automatically just take out the money, and you're good to go. So that's pretty. That's pretty neat. That's pretty fast. You know, like saving a lot of time to go step by the cashier and move on. You know, like that's just something that you see what I mean. It saves time and it's quicker.
Yep, everything.
Let me jump into the next thing, man. Let's keep it rolling, man. The U.S. gas station are still shot. Prices are 7 years high in slow recovery from cyber attack.
Yeah,
So
it
like,
has.
how did
I've
this
seen.
happen, Steve? How does this happen? How do we get
So they,
attacked
they
by a Russian?
they didn't say it was Russians. It was just somebody in Russia. That's how they described it.
Right.
At least that's the article that I had read. Um, I mean, it just shows vulnerable weaknesses in our defense systems and things that we can fix. But then again, you got those people out there that uh how do I want to say
It's
that would
just
want to see a change in society, and the best way to make that change in society is to weaken a point.
that's a
Make,
fact. That's a fact. And
so
that's
going
a
from gas
fact.
to electric, it's possibilities. You
That's what's
never know.
next. Hey, bro, we can't help it. Gasoline is gonna be the old school way to do
Oh
things.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Electric, we're going full electric in the next 10 years. That's
Give
what I'm
it, give
aiming
it,
for.
give it another 60 years. Every car will probably have its own small nuclear reactor in them.
All cars, and I don't understand how the U.S. like somebody just hack our system all the way from Russia. Like, how does that?
Yeah,
Like, that's just weird to me, bro. I feel like we don't have enough protection, man.
it's all about cybersecurity.
Exactly. I feel like we don't have
Like
enough cybersecurity protection.
so with I know, and this is actually still on topic at the part. So with the upgradings of computers, when supercomputers, I forgot the actual terminology off the top of my head, but
Yeah.
when the supercomputers start coming out, and they can perform in multiple different numbers. So you know how computers run in 0 1 0 1 0 1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This one can be in more than one state at a time. So it's going to be
Yeah.
harder to hack certain things because it's going to be in like 4 or 5 different states at once.
Oh,
So once these new computers come out, they're there, but they're not because they're still as big as a room. So
that's interesting.
it's pretty cool. But
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like, I'm just looking for it, man. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. Have to go to a gas station just to get gas. I love seeing people who already have the electric pump in their houses.
oh,
That's amazing.
so I was driving past a gas station earlier today, right?
Yeah.
So I saw somebody at the gas station. You know, like the metal tin jugs that are at farms that they milk the cows and stuff like that for.
Yeah.
There was an older woman at the gas station with two of them motherfuckers just sitting there pouring gas in them.
That's crazy.
I'm like, milk containers?
No containers. No.
That's wild.
It's beauty. It's a beauty, man. It's a beauty. Electric cars, and they're more faster.
Yeah.
I was reading this on Elon Musk about the Tesla car. The things you can do with a Tesla car is crazy, man. They go fast in like this in like
Yeah.
60 seconds.
So with combustion engines, it still takes, a few milliseconds to a couple of seconds to really generate that power of thrust.
Right.
with electricity is instant. So that's why
Ooh,
you're getting a better take onto it.
yeah, that's super dope. And I was listening to you can even have it on autopilot. Like you don't even have to ride it. Like you don't have to
I
drive it if you don't
mean,
want to.
you don't have to, but you know, it's
Always got to keep an eye on it though.
yeah, you still gotta keep an eye on it because it's still not perfected. It still has flaws and glitches and things like that, and only time will tell what they are.
You can definitely feel that he's on Elon Musk ahead of his time.
Yeah,
I can definitely feel it.
I'm not gonna lie. I would love to have my own design Tesla. Like nothing on the market. My own
That's the
design
hottest
Tesla.
thing right now, man. Sheesh. Tesla? Tesla is
Yeah,
the hottest thing right now in the market.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't see it going down nowhere yet. Nowhere, nowhere, nowhere,
All right.
nowhere. Do you hear about Joe Rogan, man? He says something about moving to different things. Shout out to Joe Rogan, man. He says something about like this is a whole different topic. He's saying that white people are losing their privilege to just the freedom of speech to talk, to express themselves,
Yeah. So
and
you say
he's
basically,
getting backfired for that.
yeah. So basically, he said, you know, like like they're taking away, you know, their right of you know speech, but not yes, but no at the same time. So it was abused.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Mm-hmm.
abused.
White people
It
abuse
wasn't
their
really
power.
taken away. It was just abusing freedom of speech.
They're
It's
abused.
like, oh, I can say anything. Oh, I'm gonna tell you how
Mm-hmm.
I feel. I'm gonna tell you
Mm-hmm.
how I feel. That's really how it is. It's not that they're really losing that figure or that speech, but that the freedom of speech. Sorry, they're just putting that boundary to it. It's like, okay, you're making people offended. Gotta take care of this censorship.
And they just got a little censorship. There's some things you're not supposed to say or speak
Nope,
about.
not at all.
Not at all. And it's just, it was out of hand. Let's be honest. It was out of hand.
I mean, it's still gonna be out of
Still
hand
gonna
for a
be out of
while.
hand. It's not gonna be fixed completely. You know, we're still fighting through the racism and everything, you know, in America. So it's something that it's getting better, but we still got a lot of work to do. You know, it's something that it's still it hasn't changed. You know, it hasn't changed.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't changed. So we pray for America. You know, we keep praying for America. That's all we can do in reality. Pray for America.
Pray for the world. Pray for everyone and anyone.
And since we were touching on this topic, bro, 100 and let me see, how long was it? I'm reading an article right here in the CNN that's talking about the Tulsa. How you say that word? Tulsa massacre that we had about the black market, people market. What was it about? You talking?
Hustler, I
Aha,
think.
yeah. So they're celebrating the. It was like 100. There's a lady that went on CNN right now that they took her, you know, and she's pretty much testifying what happened. She's 107 years old,
Mm.
and she's just remembering like everything that happened a couple decades ago with the black market, how you know racist mobs took down the market, and
Well, the black market's still there.
still there, but it was destroyed. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it does.
Nope. It's just in a different form. So, believe it or not, remember how I told you how Bitcoin
Talking about
is
I'm talking about the Black Wall Street.
oh, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Black Wall Street. I'm talking about black.
Okay. That's you said black market.
Yeah, Black
Black
Wall
Wall
Street.
Street's way different.
Yeah, Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was destroyed a couple decades ago. My bad on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. There was
So.
a whole town
Uh-huh.
and everything like that that got destroyed.
And
Yeah, I
I'm
remember.
surprised that it hasn't like like after all these years that's been destroyed, it hasn't yet found somebody to come fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Like no, there's no responsible people like to point at.
Nope. Not at all.
Not even one person. Like all these businesses that I feel like all these businesses that been up for years and years and years and years and years, they need to who made money out of black people, they need to, come repay back, somehow.
Or at least make it easier for them to boost themselves.
boost back how they was. You know, like it's like you have an economy. Like let's say black people had their own economy working for like all these businesses, and they just got taken away from them. You know, like
But also, I don't think it was a bad idea. But also, if you're still putting parts of segregation into it too, if you're still making stuff for just white people or just for Indians or whatever, that's still segregation, right?
true. I mean, what's happening today? Like most of the richest people are white. Let's be real.
Yeah,
And
but
like
the
like
world's richest person in throughout time was actually black.
really, I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But like I feel like taking away like the black, what is it called, the Black Wall Street. I feel like the Black Wall Street took a lot of future generations wealth.
hmm
See what I'm trying to get to? Like maybe a lot of this, it will be a lot of these kids that their parents own these businesses and were doing pretty good in that time. They kind of cut them short, like of their blessing.
yeah, very true.
Hey, I see who you got there with you. But
Like I
yeah,
said,
man, it's
a
something
wolf.
that they're celebrating this day. It's not an actual celebration, but it happened a long time ago. I'm just bringing it up.
Yeah. So
Something to remember. Something to
I,
remember.
I got one last topic for us
Go
for the
ahead.
night.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
So I believe it was earlier today. No, actually, it was on a late show late last night. I'm guessing, or earlier this week. Sorry. So Obama was on there and he started talking about UFOs. You know, he went on there and it was like, the truth is that when I came into office, I asked, right? I was like, all right, is there a lab somewhere where we are keeping the alien specimens in spaceships?
Hmm.
So it kind of like intrigued the UFO community. It's like a big spike in people talking about it a lot recently, especially with the government getting ready to release some information. We're getting close to disclosure, a full on disclosure, and you know people. It's almost time for people to know.
So Obama knows something that we don't know. He's saying.
Yes, so he knows, but in the beginning of the video, he was like, "I know about him, but I can only tell you so much."
Hmm.
He said it like that, basically. Like
You
there
know
was no
about him, but you cannot share that much. Can say it.
because it's all has to do with national security and things like that. You don't want people to freak out. And to be honest, I don't see the government fully coming out and saying it,
Mm-hmm.
but they'll make themselves known if it is UFO, like extra alien species, some from another planet.
But let me
They'll
ask you
make themselves
something.
known.
Don't you think if there was somebody out there, right? I'm just thinking here, right? Don't you think we will have at least like some type of evidence, like from not the government, but like external people, like a picture, maybe a video,
Yeah, I mean, you can search all over the place. People post up UFO videos and things all
like.
the time that things they can't explain it. And a lot recently, even a lot of big name people have been coming out
Mm-hmm.
and saying that they've seen them and they believe.
But I like it's like you hear about it, and I seen documentaries about it on Netflix. Like about UFOs and stuff. They seen it and they're coming down and took somebody, and then they brought them back. But it's like there's not like an actual like this is an iPhone. Like that's the only sketchy stuff about it. Like I feel like until we don't see an actual real evidence, UFOs are just like conspiracy. It's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
tied to conspiracy in a
it's
way.
just it's floating in purgatory, yeah.
Uh
But
huh.
I mean, it's still at that breach. Like it's
It's interesting how we've been going for years, and we haven't yet. And I feel like there is people out there. I feel like, but let's say tomorrow aliens arrives. What's gonna happen next?
Some people will freak out. Some
Some people are
people
gonna be like,
some will embrace it, and then other people will try and fight it.
in a sense, I feel like it will create another World War III.
It depends on how if they come peacefully.
Can they
So
come? How can we communicate with them?
honestly, I have reason to believe we've been in communication.
Or you feel like we haven't we've been in touch with them?
Oh yeah, most definitely. If you're big into that world of conspiracy theories, that's one of the biggest things about UFOs that they've been working here, they've been living here, they live in the oceans, on the mountains, and everything like that. That's the conspiracies behind it.
Wow,
They live in the center of the earth. There's a whole bunch of different things that they say. I wouldn't doubt
that's. I wouldn't doubt it either. I wouldn't
too
doubt
many.
it.
If we're here,
Mm-hmm.
I believe that
It's,
there are other species
it's
out
got
there
to
on
be
Earth,
other species out there, right? God didn't just
and
made us.
basically, I just see too feasible for us not to have it. Like it's there. Like it's just how much people want it, and it's not also just that it's about the right timing too. Like I said, back when they first started talking about this stuff, and when it first happened, there was no TV really. It was all radio. You
Already,
know,
yeah,
there
already.
was a radio station. I can't remember exactly what it was. They went live, and they didn't announce that it was a radio show. And they started talking about aliens invading the world. People were committing suicide, jumping off of buildings and everything.
Oof.
It caused a mass panic,
Oh man.
and that's one thing that has to deal with the whole national security thing because it's a panic. You don't want the public to panic. You don't want them to worry. You're trying to make them feel as if it's going to be okay.
And that's the thing. As soon as somebody release the information that we have UFOs and we have aliens and we have some type of living, up there, the world is going to go nuts.
It
They're going
is.
to lose their hair, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be like, I feel like for some people, they're going to have the reason to go crazy how they've been wanting to go crazy for years. That,
You know,
people are going to snap.
so
It's
a
not
few
good.
like quite a few years back, this is a true story. You
Yeah.
know, I was riding around in that neighborhood
Did you
with
saw a
two of my
UFO?
friends.
Did you saw a UFO, Steve?
Let me explain.
Explain this
So
out. Let me hear this out.
so we're driving in my buddy's old neighborhood, riding around, and as we're driving,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like looking out the window. I'm like,
Hmm.
the fuck is that?
What was that?
Couldn't tell.
Right.
And then, he pulled over to the side. Once I told him, he was like, "Yo, what is that?" I thought maybe an airplane or something like that. But then as soon as we stopped, it wasn't moving. The object was just stuck in the sky. And what it was a triangular shaped object with a light at each corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a circular round thing in the center
Right.
underneath of it.
Right.
So very descriptive. And then legitly a year later, I found a patent on Google Patents specifically for that.
Hmm.
It was literally making no sound, no nothing. It was just floating there. So the fact is, I do believe we do have technology to do. So it could be half and half. It could be half extraterrestrial and half of our own stuff.
I believe it, man. Because not only that, listening to your story, and this is the first time I hear your story saying that.
Yeah, it
And
was
I
the
was
wildest thing I ever thought or saw.
and I was listening to this podcast with Elon Musk. He was saying that we're gonna be on Earth and we're gonna be in Mars or outer space. We're gonna be in the next 3 to 5 years. We're gonna be
Spacefaring.
yeah, we're gonna be in space.
We're
Three
gonna be
to
a
five years.
spacefaring planet. multiplanetary species. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, that's what he said. Multi-terror species,
Multiplanetary species.
multi-planet, whatever you just said. So we're gonna be there for
Yeah.
the next 3 to 5 years, and
Yeah.
that's
Once
pretty quick.
they create the hub on the moon, and the moon's gonna be basically the launching pad. Like they're gonna put enough fuel for that rocket to get up to the moon, refuel at the moon, and launch.
He was planning like how he gonna you know if he needs to create heat, that he will come up with the heat up over there, make some lamps that produce heat. And
Um. So I don't know if you saw how Elon Musk invested $100 million in a carbon capture.
for real,
So
what's
there's
that?
yeah, so there's a lot of carbon dioxide on Mars, right?
Right.
So just like how what we're producing here, we breathe out carbon dioxide. Cars produce carbon dioxide, things
True.
like that.
Yes, sir.
So, um, these carbon capture devices will suck in the carbon dioxide and blow back out oxygen, just like a tree.
Wow.
So he invested that $100 million into something where he believes it's going to be efficient. So even on top of that, Mars gets cold and hot at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Nighttime, it's way below zero. It's like -60.
That's crazy.
So I think it gets to -200 at one point in time. So you're gonna have to. The only way to survive on and live on Mars, you have to burrow underground or create a dome.
You got to come up
Something,
with something,
something like
something to
that
make
can create a greenhouse effect.
exactly to make some type of heat too. Like you need water. You don't need you need a farm.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna need some animals. You're gonna need sustain their life
Well,
there.
so they're gonna do hydroponic type situations with. I'm trying to think how to explain. It's like they learn how to grow uh plants in space and things like that. So they're gonna have to really hit that curveball on how they're gonna eat.
Yeah, they're gonna have to be very creative. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now. Very creative.
There's water on Mars,
Yeah, they already got
and
water, so that's not a problem.
yeah,
It's frozen. Isn't it frozen water? It's
apparently. So
frozen water. That's
you
what I
got
heard.
frozen water, and then there's also speculation that there's lakes underneath the surfaces
Mm-hmm.
that didn't evaporate because it wasn't exposed to, all that extra outside stuff, the radiations and the gravity and so on and so forth.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting, man.
A wild future up ahead for sure.
Let me bring you this last one topic, and we can crack it down. So I was listening to this entrepreneur, right, and he was saying that we gonna go all in with virtual wallets.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I was like, damn, you that sounds right, because the way now to jump to different topic, the way that money and the dollar value and the competition with the dollar, and all that, the euro, I feel like the same way the internet, connects the whole planet. Besides, a few countries that don't allow, to connect with other countries, but the whole planet is connected to the internet right now.
Mm-hmm.
That same ideology, how we all connected, is going to be the same thing is going to happen with the money. We all going to be able just to go to Mexico tomorrow and just bring our virtual money and just pay on Mexico with no problems.
Yeah.
No problems
Very
at all.
true. No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the digital society that we're entering into.
Yes.
Even at that, you can walk around with less stuff on you.
That's the point.
You don't have to worry about with the wallet in your pocket, maybe just to stuff a few funny things in there. But other than that, you don't keep photos in your wallet. Got them on your phone. Bring your phone around. Most of the days, I see a lot of people don't even walk around with wallets no more. They just walk around with their phone, tap their phone
Tap
to the
the
device,
phone, just boop. You ready to go.
Walk away.
Have you noticed that in most homes you don't see no more albums of pictures no more?
Mm-hmm.
We see less of albums. No more printing pictures no more. We
It's
barely
more
see
like
that. It's more like I got it on
like
the cloud. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, but people mainly have at their houses are paintings and stuff like that.
exactly. It's no need to print that many pictures unless you want to really save a memory or you're very classic. You
Yeah.
want to do that. And just like when you play, how you play a game, video game. Let's say you playing GTA for example, and you unblock. You know how you unlock a move or something, you get like some type of achievement on a video game.
Yeah.
Same thing's gonna happen like with just life. Like we're gonna be able to instead of buying trophies and keeping them for a long time or having like Pokemon cards, we're gonna be able to buy these virtual trophies or Pokemon cards and keep them for 20 years. Like all the NFT and all that we're hearing about nowadays.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's gonna be like a shift. It's already early on, but I feel it. I don't know. I feel like it's coming. Like no more need to collect things physical. You can collect them virtual.
Yep. So wild future, everybody. Keep an open mind. It is going to be a lot of things that are coming. Robots,
Yeah,
space,
yeah,
digital money, aliens, UFOs. A lot of amazing stuff.
yeah. No doubt,
Guys,
no doubt,
we love y'all.
no doubt, man.
Make sure you guys check out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Smoking the Truth Podcast.
Make sure you guys check out Smoking the Truth everywhere. No, don't forget to subscribe. Turn off your notifications. On YouTube.
Hit that like and share.
Already know, guys. It's been another episode. We love you all. It's Orlando Flo over here with
King Eyes. Everybody stay safe. Make sure you wear your mask if you have to.
Oh yes. And we'll see you into the next one. Bye bye.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Road.